Okay, friends, a very good evening to all of you. And today in this webinar, we are going to cover some new formulas of Microsoft Excel 365 version. So I will double click on my Excel file and my file is opening. Those of you who want to practice with me, feel free to practice with me. I will share these practice files with all of you on the chat box. So I'm sharing this file with all of you on the chat box. Those who want to follow me, want to do it with me, try to do it with me so that you learn together. Or if you want to just see the video, and after that, if you want to practice on your own by seeing the video and practicing, you can do that as well. So let's get started. So in the last webinar, we had learned new formulas of Excel like unique formula, X join formula, switch formula. Now, in today's webinar, we will be exploring few more formulas. But now, here the formula which I will be covering, the new formula, is on a request by one of the participant who had one query. So he says, Ramzan, I have some employee data. These are my data. And this is the employee ID, which is in a order. And when I go in the end, I get new employee. So I add over here 51. But what is my need is when I have a very huge list, not the 50, I have more than 3,000 employees and all is there in Excel. And when anybody joins, I add the employee over here in the end. So what I want over here is as soon as I add employee over here, I want it to get sorted automatically in another place, and that is in descending order. Means the latest employee ID I want on the top. It means I add 51 over here. Then when I add 51 over here, here the employee ID 51 should come. His detail should come. Then here it should come 50. So this was one of his requirement. So how do you solve that? And the main part in that was he is going to add more data. So every time he don't want to do sort, or it should happen automatically. So he said, how do you do this without using a macros, without using some complex formulas? And here we gave a interesting solution. And we can do this with the help of sort function. So pay attention on my screen, everybody, and let's see how you can use a sort function. So you start a formula with equal and you will type a word sort. So there are two formulas. One is sort and another is sort by. So with sort by, you can do multiple conditions and I show you how. So the first formula I say sort. When you say sort, it asks you a first question array. Array means a range. Then he asks you sort index, means on which column you wanted to sort. So now there are two ways. Either I type sort and I select the range like this, but the problem will happen when you will add more data in the end. It will not take on its own. So the best way of it is to convert a data into table mode. So I will come over here and I say Control T. So my data has been converted into table mode. And when my data converted into table mode, Excel gave a name to this table. And the name for this table is table 1. Remember, I converted into Control T and my table has a name table 1. That's all. And now you see the magic. Now I will come over here and I will tell Excel equal sort. I will be explaining you sort by also. So first I say sort. Now he is asking array. What I told you, array means a range. So when I converted this data to table, it gave a name table 1. So in array, I can type table 1 directly. No need of manually selecting. If you will see when I type table 1, He took the range on his own. So this is a table. Then you will put comma. Now sort index. So whenever it comes sort index, index means number, index number. So employee ID is my first column. Employee name is my second column. So I want to arrange by employee ID. So I will say sort one means the first column you sort. Again, you will put comma. Now he asks you another question. Do you want ascending or descending? So I want the last employee ID to come up. So I will take -1 and I close the bracket. That's all. It's not that simple. Should I press enter? And I press enter over here. So your work is done. So as soon as he enters a data over here, automatically it will be sorted and it will come on his own on the top. Yes. Do you want to see that? So I go in my original data and let's say you hired a new employee. And over here you typed 51. And let me copy all the details from here only so that we don't spend time on typing. Again, I came over here and I typed, for example, 52. Again, I just copy the data, something from the top, and I paste it over here. So you added two new employees. Now, when I go over here in this data, on the top, you will see 52 and 51 is on the top. So you think if it is a 3,000 records, you have to go in the end. And again, every time you want to see the latest employee, so here is the way you can do with the help of sort function. Let me show you once again. Step number one, you will say equal, then you will say sort. It asks you array. So in array, what you will do? You will type table one. So now those who have just joined, they will say table one is what? So this is a table one, everybody. Before doing sort, I pressed Control T and I converted the data into table. And the name of this table is, when I go to table design, is table one. So this is the name of the table which I'm taking. Equal sort. And I say sort on what? Sort on table one. But on which column you want to sort? Index column, index number. So I wanted to sort it first column. So you will type 1, comma, -1, which is for descending. Done. So this way you can use a new sort formula. I hope you have understood. We will take a pause over here so that you can practice, and then we will start with the another option of sort, and we will learn sort by. Thank you.